can remember that mark actually. I remember even at the time playing, thinking, oh, that was pretty special. And no, it was a great leap, and no, it was good to see Embers being a step ladder again.
What a lift as we seen a day of marking today.
Yeah, Samp's just an absolute freak of an effort, I think. He saw it coming for a while and got that extra boost.
He got the lift and then got the catapult on top of it.
I think Sampi just saw and put his knee in Embers' back. It was a funny sight. Embers would hate it. He gets ribbed about it all the time. But using a step ladder, I think he gets used a step ladder all the time. Embers is one of those blokes that people love jumping on his head.
Embers, from what I remember, was pulling a fantastic face underneath, and a lot of us got stuck into Embers because I think 3 or 4 times there was some huge marks, and Embers was always sitting underneath them. So,
you know, Embers was a good stepping ladder.
Sampi's mark, yeah, unfortunately I was probably one of the only people in the stadium that actually didn't get to see the mark because he was sitting very, very high up on my shoulders.
That is one of the best I've ever seen, right?
Yeah, well, it wasn't really too much to think about. Just try to get across and help out Embers, and got there pretty quick, and the ball was coming in, and when I look back I just sort of think, oh, I jumped too early, but I think I timed it just right.
What an exciting half of football in terms of marking.
I remember the siren going and we needed that goal, which was more important than the mark at the time, but I just didn't really appreciate how high he got until we watched the replay, and then I realised whose head he's jumped on, which is Andrew Embley, and Embers is what, 6'1", and he's basically did a vertical jump right on the top of his neck, and it was amazing.
I remember it vividly actually. I just looked at Woosh and said, that's a fair mark. And he just smiled as Woosh does, he doesn't say too much, but yeah, it was just an unbelievable mark.
I was actually in my lounge room. I was watching the game, and because I used to, I was actually with the Swannies boys, good friends with James Embley, so we were watching Andrew. Unfortunately, Andrew was at the bottom of the pack when Samps took the mark, and yeah, then we went outside and started, copying him and doing the old Sampi outside. So yeah, ever since then I just started taking hangs, I guess.
Before I knew it, I got this big whack in the top of my shoulders and my back, and I've sort of looked up at the umpire and given him a bit of a cook because I believe I should have got the free kick because I think I had Uze's hands right in the middle of my back. But yeah, could you imagine the consequences if I had got a free kick there and they didn't pay Ashley Sampi the mark? It would have been, yeah, shocking. But yeah, wonderful grab. It was probably one of the best grabs that I've ever seen, actually.
I'm not sure whether to pat Samps on the back or to pat Embers, just to sit there and go, on the human step ladder time and time again.
Every now and then you get to witness a teammate do something very special, and that's probably something that stays in your mind forever, because not everyone's got the ability to be able to jump like Ashley Sampi, and he just did something that I'll never forget.